Welcome into Good Day After the Show, streaming exclusively on WTOL 11+. I have a special guest with me on the couch this morning. Tim Miller.
Hello.
Tim Miller is here. Usually you see Tim bright and early, Monday through Friday on WTOL 11 this morning. You have worked at the station. I was thinking about it because I'd seen how many years it was
Did
here.
You add them all up?
Yeah. Hey, so behind Dan Cummins, are you the longest serving anchor here?
I might be. I mean, I've been here for 18 years.
18 years.
Yeah, it'll be 19 in January.
Well,
so.
Dan's been here 40, but like...
A lot of people have come and gone, so maybe that's why I'm second on that list.
Yeah, I think so. And when I was thinking about it, almost,
How about that?
almost 20 years.
I know.
That's
You're not
incredible.
too far behind, though, right?
11.
Okay, that's not bad at all.
Yeah. But I remember when I first started here, I think you were still working weekends.
I was,
Yeah.
When I first started, I worked weekends for a number of years, and then I've moved from nights to days to back to nights and then to mornings. So I've been on mornings since 2018, and I love it. I'm not getting a ton of sleep.
Yeah.
But you kind of learn to live with it. So.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Do you have a preference though of shift? I mean,
I love the early morning shift because it kind of gives you your whole day, the rest of the day, even though you're kind of chasing sleep. But there's something about kind of helping people wake up and start their day. There's a lot of tough news that you have to talk about, but it gives you a chance to get into some good news and kind of some of the things that you guys do too as well on Good Day.
You can have a little fun.
Some fun, sample some things, some new foods, things like that.
Yeah.
So it's the perfect shift for me. Maybe as the kids get older and kind of move on and start their own lives, it'll be one of those things where maybe I don't want to do mornings forever, but yeah, I love it so far.
But right now it's a good fit for you, and we'll talk about your kids in just a minute. But first, you're coming up 30 years in the business.
Yeah, actually, it'll be 32.
32
in January.
In January.
Yeah. I feel like I started every new job or my career in January. It's just one of those things. So, it'll be 32.
In the middle of winter. Where did you start?
I started in Erie, Pennsylvania. I was a senior at Gannon University in Erie when I saw an opening for it was a Saturday producer and a Sunday reporter. Okay. So I kind of did that. I worked weekends my last semester in college. So while everyone else was out having fun their last semester, I was working. So, but it was worth it. Gave me kind of my start. I started there and went to Knoxville after that, and then came to here in Toledo in 2007.
Okay, well, it goes by in a blink though, doesn't it?
It kind of does, yeah. Some days are slower than others, but for the most part, it's like, how in the world has it been 18 years here at WTOL?
Yeah. So you've covered some big stories though in your time here. What are some of the ones that stick out to you? I
would say the Charlottesville situation, where we had protests going on in Charlottesville after a rally there, and if you remember, I hate to bring up bad news, but there was a car crash. They believe intentionally rammed into the crowd, and the woman who was killed she was killed, but the suspect himself was from Maumee. So we went there to Charlottesville, Virginia, to cover that for a couple of days, and kind of really gave you a sense of things don't just happen here in Ohio or in Southeast Michigan. Sometimes you have to go on the road a little bit and cover important stories. So we did that. And then not long before or after that, I got a chance to go to the White House to cover a Medal of Honor ceremony for a local man who did some wonderful things, and Ed Byers, and that was thrilling just to, you go to the White House when you're a kid and you're taking a tour of it, or you go with your school in 5th or 6th grade, but to actually go there and to be there for a purpose and to be with amongst all the other reporters and to see a president up close like that was pretty cool.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was when President Obama was in office. So
why that would have stood out to you. So,
live at the White House. That was one of the highlights of my career, I think.
Live from the White House.
Yeah, and I'm sure I know I said that specifically.
Yeah,
so.
you have to put that one on your resume.
And it was a good story too.
Yeah, and you've done some fun stuff here too, some charity work. I know we always look forward to Barefoot at the Beach. We look forward to
every
Gift of
August.
Joy, all of those things.
Barefoot at the Beach is great because you see a lot of your friends there. You see people from the community, and Kaylee Kirby and I have emceed it the last couple of years, and it's just wonderful to be asked to do that every year. The Boys and Girls Clubs of Toledo are just fantastic partners. They do a great job putting this event up. I feel bad how much work goes into it, putting those tents up and getting the band together and getting everything ready. But it is, and I know you've been there a lot of times too. You and Mike have been there, so it's been a lot of fun being the MCs of that and building up to the fireworks at the end of the night.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Yeah.
You had something special happen for you over the summer because your daughter, Anna,
Yes.
was interning here.
She did. I know everyone says, how come you didn't talk her out of it? But she kind of grew up here, came to the studio a lot, came to the newsroom as she was growing up. And then as she got a little bit older, she loved writing and kind of loved the energy of the news business and journalism. And so she goes to Ohio University. She's graduating in May. And yeah, she got an internship and was here from June to August. And it was interesting, like going into the 9:30 morning planning meeting and having your daughter be a couple chairs away, or I would say, I'm not going to sit by you because I don't want to embarrass you. So there were some dad moments going on there, but for the most part, it was just a joy to have her here, and she had a great time. And I stayed out of the way. I didn't try to interfere in any way.
That's tricky.
Influence.
It's tricky,
Hey,
Dad.
give Anna this opportunity. She earned it on her own, and I hope she has a long career ahead of her as well.
Yeah, so she still wants to do it?
She does. So she better, because she's about to graduate. A little too late to be shifting gears here.
Yeah. No, that's good. I know.
Yeah,
I
and
know
they prepare you so well down at OU.
We have program.
Some OU grads here, and it's just awesome to see all the work, how well they prepare them. Sometimes I thought, well, she did that better than she's way ahead of me than when I started my career. I'll say that.
At that point, yeah. Well,
sure.
good for her. It was fun having her here.
Yeah, it was.
And your son, is he still in high school?
Ben is a senior in high school, so I tell everyone we have 2 seniors right now.
Oh.
And they think, oh, twins? No, there's one in high school and one in college.
Yeah.
So Ben is a senior right now. He'll be graduating in May as well. So we're going to have a busy, May
summer.
and June.
Oh,
so
my goodness.
That'll be interesting. In fact, we just put a down payment on the tent for Ben's party. So you have to be thinking ahead on those things. So yeah, he's a senior. This was him volunteering with Connecting Kids.
Oh, fun.
With meals, meals a couple, I guess it was 2 months ago maybe. And there's Anna from the internship. So it's great to get the kids involved. They've both helped with our time that we've spent at the St. Jude Dream Home, which has been great. And my wife Kelly's been a huge supporter, and she has kind of grown up with the news over the time. And hey, Ben's baseball team, Perrysburg High School, they've been to the state Final Four 2 years in a row. So we're hoping for the senior year coming up in the spring, it'll be a little bit different. Maybe we can go a little bit further. It would be great to finish with the state championship.
We'll be rooting for them for sure. Yeah. So great family. And as you mentioned, Kelly, she's the sweetest. And you got a new dog. What, this year or last year?
We got Sunny in January. So I tell people, if you ever want to get a puppy, the best time to do it is in the middle of the winter. Not so much.
Wrong.
But she's obviously, she's a joy. She will be a year old on November 7th, which is tomorrow, if you're going by the day that we are recording this.
Yes.
So, we're going to do some things for her, maybe let her pick out a treat somewhere. She is a handful. I will let you know. If you want a golden retriever, be prepared to work 24/7. Now, the good thing is Sunny has a little nap area, a tired period between about 1 p.m. and 4 p.m.
So you can nap.
Which is good for me. Now I'm just kind of falling asleep whenever I can.
Yeah.
Gone are the days where I could just kind of go down to the basement and sleep for half an hour.
It's like having a baby again, isn't it?
I tell people that all the time. She's definitely worth it, but she is a lot of work.
She is.
They need to be entertained / taken for multiple walks, but it's kind of what we always.
She's cute, though.
Yeah, thank you. We always hope to have a golden. So if you have any golden retriever tips out there, please let me know.
Send them to Tim, because you have been chewed up a little bit, and you
still am. You should have been in the backyard yesterday. Dogs react differently to different people in the family, so I think she thinks she can get away with some dad pushover things. Yeah.
Sunny. So
it's called when I throw the ball, you fetch it. You don't fetch my arm or my hand. So she's still learning that. She's still a puppy.
That's funny. So a lot of bright spots ahead for you and your family, though,
for sure.
for coming up this year. And
2026 will be the year of graduations for sure.
Oh gosh, please send to Tim your thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, come help if you can in any way. So.
And maybe a check for for those graduation parties.
Right.
Well, we're going to get to know you a little bit better even, because we're going to
Okay.
play a game after we take a quick break. Stay with us. Welcome back to Good Day After the Show, streaming exclusively on WTOL 11+. My guest today, Tim Miller, with
Hello.
us. You see him in the mornings on WTOL 11 this morning. That's the name.
Yeah, I
Is
don't
that the
think
name
I
of the
don't
show?
think we have really that kind of a name anymore.
It's
but
the morning show.
we're on for 4 hours from 5 to 9.
You're on
5
for-
to 7, and then we go
Yep.
7 to 9 over on Fox.
Yes, so it's a long stretch. It's a
is.
long
It's a
morning.
lot of fun, though.
So I think we're going to play a game of this
Okay.
or that, and I think this is a good first question. I also think I know the answer to this, and I
Okay.
don't think it's either.
Yeah, we've known each other for a long time,
We
so you
have,
probably
yeah.
know the answers.
So coffee or tea to start the day?
Tea. But
Right.
can I offer what I really drink?
Yes.
Ice cold water.
Yes. You're not a coffee
I'm
guy.
not a coffee drinker, and everyone says you're crazy. And I kind of wish I had a little energy boost with it, but maybe someday.
Okay. Just ice cold water.
Yes.
I feel like that can wake you up a little bit though.
For me, it works. Yeah.
So are you an early to bedtime person? Like, do you stick early bedtime, or do you kind of stay up late and push it?
I push it. Yeah.
it.
I do. I go to bed way too late, probably 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my coworkers on the shift we work are going to bed at like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then on weekends, it's kind of like hey, I don't have to go to bed early thing. So I've been known to go to bed at 1 in the morning.
The sporting
which is
event or something is on.
Either
especially.
that, yeah, or just hanging out with friends or
Yeah.
something like that, or just I don't have to go to bed, so you're not going to make me kind of thing.
Yeah, and then Monday morning rolls around. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, I should have got some more
Yeah,
sleep.
Saturday morning I try to sleep in a little bit.
A little
so.
bit. All right. Breaking news or feel good feature?
I love them both.
I
But
know,
I think
right?
breaking news it has that adrenaline to
Okay.
it. So, but
Breaking
you hope it's not always bad news.
Right,
But
right.
breaking news is kind of like what a journalist lives for.
Okay.
So.
Studio lights or live shot sunrise?
Probably live shot sunrise.
Really?
Just because you get to get out and experience. Being an anchor, I don't get to do that as
Right.
much. So I do enjoy going out as much as I can. Now, if it's January, February,
Mm-hmm. Maybe not.
I won't be right here.
Studio lights.
Yes,
I feel
studio
you.
lights for sure.
I feel you. So, White House lawn or tornado coverage in the field? Because I know you did
Ooh, I
cover
did
the
both.
Millbury tornado.
I would have to say White House
Yeah.
lawn. I mean, tornado coverage, that's breaking news, of
And
course.
important, too, but-
Yeah, to be able to go to some iconic place
Mm-hmm.
and to kind of get out of the comfort zone a little bit was really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Local hero story or national headline?
Local hero story for sure. I mean, national headlines that will have more people will know about it, but you can highlight somebody locally who's in your community who does great work, or some of these kids that we have in our community
know.
are unbelievable teenagers, younger kids. Anytime we can highlight them and maybe help them go viral because of the great work that they're doing, that's what I prefer.
Okay. Very good. Deadline adrenaline or calm in the newsroom?
Calm in the newsroom
Yeah.
as I get older. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the adrenaline, but some days you just want a calm day.
Some days you just, come
Yeah,
on,
that's
let's
for
let
sure.
everything
Not
go
every
right.
day,
Let's
yeah.
let everything go right today.
Younger days, I would have always said probably breaking
A
type
little bit more
situation.
chaos. Yeah.
Chaos.
Scripted teleprompter or ad lib on the fly?
Scripted teleprompter is easier, but ad lib on the fly is more exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you get to spread your wings a little bit. Show people what you can do, communicate
Mm-hmm.
things that maybe you don't have all the answers yet. Where on a teleprompter, things are pretty much written down for you.
Mm-hmm.
You get a little chance to get more of yourself into it.
And yeah, show a little bit of
Yeah.
your personality too.
Exactly.
All right. Family movie night or baseball game night?
Ooh, probably baseball game night. It's just so ingrained into our family, whether it be my son's baseball or the Mud Hens, or our team is the Pirates. They
Yeah.
haven't been doing so great, but I go to a lot of Tigers games because it's so close.
Yeah.
So Ben and I go to some Tigers games, so that's fun. Movie night, as the kids are older, they're not around.
Yeah. You guys
know?
are just streaming whatever is
Right.
on.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But I do like shows every now and then.
Every now
It's
and
not that many movies.
Okay. Yeah, I like baseball game too.
Right.
Dad mode or anchor mode?
Probably dad mode because I get to embarrass my kids a little bit.
And wear t-shirts, right?
Exactly right. But no, it's great. It's great being a dad. It's the best job in the world. So I think that's you can't beat that.
Yeah.
For
I
sure.
agree. Yeah. Summer travel team or backyard grilling?
I'd say summer travel team.
Okay.
As much as I do like to grill, sometimes it's good to get out and about. We've
Okay.
had some great years with summer baseball, with gymnastics, and you meet a lot of fun friends.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's the fun you have after the game where you're all getting together or you're going to a cool place. We went to Milwaukee and we went to Central Illinois this summer.
Oh.
In addition to Cleveland and Columbus, which of course we've been to many times.
Yeah.
But
Milwaukee's cool.
Milwaukee was fun, but it was crazy. Rontoul, Illinois, I'd never heard of it.
Yeah.
It's near Champaign. We went there, Ben and I did in July, and it was the middle of nowhere, but
Yeah.
it was the most fun for some
You
reason.
had a good time.
We had a great time.
There you go.
So,
Okay, interesting. Steelers or Pirates?
I'll stop you at Steelers.
Steelers.
I would have to, now you could ask me, the hardest question would be Steelers or Buckeyes, and
Oh, that would be more difficult because I almost did that.
I would have to say Steelers, but hey,
Yeah, you gotta say
I'm still on a
Steelers.
high from the Buckeyes national championship.
Oh, all right.
So, yeah.
Maybe
Even though
another
I'm
one.
from the Pittsburgh area, I've been a Buckeye fan for a long time too, because I don't want to make a long story here, but my cousins lived in Terre Haute, Indiana. Right in the middle of that is Columbus. My grandmother lived with us. She would go stay with them, so we would always meet in Columbus.
Okay.
So people will doubt my Buckeye fandom, but I bought shirts, hats. Every time we would go to Columbus, it was like
So
exciting.
for a long, long time, you've been a Buckeye, even
Yes.
before you came here.
Even before I
Okay,
came here. Yep,
there
but
you
it just
go.
kind of worked out perfectly. So.
All right. Summer on Lake Erie or fall in the Smoky Mountains?
Ooh, I would have to say fall in the Smoky Mountains, just
Okay.
because it's amazing there. I feel like I can enjoy Lake Erie any time of the year, so if it was one time of the year, I would have to say fall in the Smokies.
Okay.
great.
And last one for you.
Okay. These are
I
fun.
think I know the answer to this one too. Classic rock or country radio for your drive into work?
Oh, can I say neither?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
I thought you were a classic rock guy, no?
No, I'm alternative all the
Alternative
way.
rock,
I
okay.
would probably listen to country before classic rock. Yeah.
Really?
There are a few classic rock songs that are iconic that I like, but I've never been into that.
So what's your favorite band then?
My favorite band is Blink-182.
Blink 182.
Yeah, and the Tragically Hip, a Canadian band I've loved, and I like some newer bands too that kind of come out with some new stuff.
So that's what you're listening to though on your way to work.
Yeah, it's kind of a mix between the 90s, I wouldn't say
Okay.
grunge necessarily, but the mid-90s
Yeah.
alternative, but
I like that stuff too.
I like the new music too, so.
All right, well there
But
you
if
have
Blink
it.
comes out with a new album, you won't see me for a few days. So.
I know that. Oh, they made amazing music.
Yes.
Still do, and still
Right.
travel as well. All right, I have one more question for you. We're going to ask
Okay.
it though after a quick break. Stay with us. And welcome back to Good Day After the Show, streaming exclusively on WTOL 11+. We have Tim Miller on the
Hello
couch
again.
today. Thanks for joining me. I have one final question for you. I
Okay.
ask all of my guests this. Give me your media recommendations. What are you watching, reading, listening to right now that
Okay.
you want to recommend?
I am watching The Pit,
Oh, I've heard
which is
good things
a
about
great
that one.
medical drama. Remember Noah Wiley
Yes,
from ER? And it's set in Pittsburgh,
Mm-hmm.
so a Western Pennsylvania kid. I love that. There are some, some references to the Steelers and some
Okay.
other things. I think I'm maybe I'm maybe in the last episode of the first season.
And that's on HBO Max?
It is.
Okay.
Yes, that's a good one. I tried to start Game of Thrones.
Oh,
I'm
Ryan.
maybe 6 or 7 episodes in, so I'm hoping I have time to kind of keep going with that. But
Okay.
my favorite series of all time is Ozark.
Ozark.
So if you haven't had a chance to watch Ozark yet,
Is that on Netflix? When's that on?
yes.
Okay.
And if it ever leaves, I'm going to watch it again before it does that. So
Okay.
I wish they would have a second one, but too many things happen to be able to have a
That
second
probably
one.
wouldn't happen, right?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly,
I'll have to.
so.
Okay, I'll have to put that one on.
What's
my
your
list, too.
favorite streaming show right now? Or what are you watching right now?
What am I watching? We're watching Only Murders in the Building.
Oh,
We've
yeah,
watched
okay.
every season of it, and this one is off to a good start. So
think
that's
I'd like
what
to
we're
check that.
watching right now, and it's one
Yeah.
that my husband and I can actually watch together and sort of agree on it. And another one that we watched together that we like. This is an older one, The Americans.
Oh, okay.
With Carrie Russell. It was on
Yes.
FX. They
Okay.
were Russian spies.
Right.
I
She's
don't
on
know-
a newer series too, I think.
She
so.
is, but that one we both
I
enjoyed
remember that
too.
one coming out,
Yeah,
so I'll have
maybe
to
a
check
little,
and see if
little
that's
rec for
available,
you
too.
there. Well,
When the
thank you.
puppy gives me a chance, I
yeah,
watch.
you got walks,
If
Dad.
she's sleeping, I take a nap or
Walk.
I stream something.
Or,
so.
yeah, keeps you busy. Thanks so
Right.
much for joining me
Yeah.
today, getting to know
Thanks
Tim
for
a little
asking.
bit better here. And get a nap, okay? Go,
I will. I usually do. I complain that I don't sleep enough,
go
but
take
it's
a
my fault.
Go take a nap. And thank you so much for joining us today. Have a good one, everybody.
Bye.